Have you ever noticed why some people keep moving forward in life, while others stay stuck in the same place for years? Why do some people turn their dreams into reality, while others keep dreaming, but never take that first step? Most people blame their failures on circumstances. They say the time wasn't right, they didn't have money, or luck simply wasn't on their side. But the truth is much simpler than that. Many people start with great excitement, full of energy, full of hope. But after a few days, that energy fades, because they were relying on motivation. And motivation is only a feeling. It comes, and it goes. The real thing that quietly builds success is consistent discipline. This is the story of a girl named Myra, and the lesson that changed her life. Myra lived in a busy city. She worked in a small bakery. Most of her days were spent covered in flour, baking pastries, and cleaning trays. Life was ordinary, full of tiredness, and very simple. But deep inside her heart, Myra carried a dream. Since childhood, she had loved drawing. Whenever she held a pencil, the world around her grew quiet and beautiful. She wanted to become a digital artist, someone who could bring stories to life through color. But there was one problem. She kept telling herself, "I'll start tomorrow." Sometimes it was, "I need a better tablet." Sometimes, "I just don't have enough time." And sometimes, "I don't feel motivated right now." And like that, years passed. Her dream remained exactly where it was. Then one day, a stranger walked into the bakery. He was a traveling artist. He ordered coffee, and while waiting, his eyes landed on a small drawing Myra had made on a piece of paper. He picked it up and smiled gently. "This has a soul." Myra was surprised. She had never shown her art to a stranger before. The man traveled the world, creating illustrations for magazines and blogs. He looked at her drawing once more and said, "There is emotion in your lines. Don't let this talent sleep." Myra finally asked the question she had carried in her heart for years. "How do artists stay motivated all the time?" The man laughed softly. "We are not always motivated. Motivation is a guest. It comes and goes. But discipline is a friend that stays with you." Then he leaned in and said, "Practice for just 20 minutes every day. No excuses. You'll be surprised how your life changes." Those words settled deep in Myra's heart. That very night, she made a promise to herself. No big plans. No complicated goals. Just one simple sentence. Asterisk 20 minutes every day. No excuses. The next day, she came home exhausted from work. Her mind whispered, "Skip today." But she opened her tablet and drew for just 20 minutes. Her lines were weak. The colors weren't perfect. But for the first time in years, she felt proud of herself because she had started. The next day, she showed up again. And the day after that. Sometimes she was worn out. Sometimes she felt her art wasn't good enough. Sometimes she wanted to quit. But the rule was simple. 20 minutes. No excuses. Weeks passed. Her art began to improve. She started posting her drawings online. At first, no one noticed. No likes. No comments. But she had learned not to stop. Then one day, everything changed. A well-known book blogger came across her artwork and sent her a message. "I love your style. Will you illustrate my children's book?" Myra didn't hesitate. Yes. For weeks she worked late into the night, fixing mistakes, learning new tools, getting better. When the book was published, people loved it. Her followers grew. More work started coming in. And a few months later, Myra walked out of that bakery for the last time. She was now a full-time artist. But her real success wasn't the money. Her real success was this. She no longer needed motivation. Discipline had become part of who she was. And that is the secret. Success is not built on the days when you feel strong. Success is built on the days when you feel weak, tired, doubtful. But still, you show up. If you have a dream living in your heart, don't wait for motivation. Start small. Start simple. But start today.